Alright, welcome back to the continuation of Desert Springs Valley Course. This time we're hitting the back nine, and I gotta tell you before we get started, this is one of my absolute favorite courses to play out here in Palm Springs area. Now I do prefer the Palm course on this resort over the Valley course. However, they're both amazing courses. Let's get started on hole number 10, a 490 yard par 5. Just hit it down the middle and you're gonna be alright. And if you've been with us before, you know that par 5s are just long holes for me in general because I don't get a ton of distance. So I'm just going to try to place my second shot right down the middle somewhere and keep myself positioned nicely. And I didn't do too bad right there, but here's my chance to get on the green finally with my third shot. And while I had the distance on it, the golf gods decided to say, "Not today, sir." So got to chip out of the bunker. Try to put it up right by the flag. And while it wasn't a bad chip out of the sand, I still gave myself about a 15-foot putt for a par. Going to give it my best effort here. And this is absolutely criminal for this ball not to go in that hole. But going to take a bogey, starting out the back nine in typical fashion. Moving on to the 361-yard par 4 11th. The fairways aren't overly wide here, but they aren't really narrow either. So as long as you can get it somewhere down the middle, you'll be okay with this one. And I'm not even sure what the hell happened here. Didn't even make the fairway. Ended up in the little rough here and made the hole longer than it needed to be. And I ended up playing this hole like a round of bumper pool. All the way on the left, all the way to the right. This shot's going to go back all the way on the left on the other side of the fairway. I'm not off to a stellar start on the back nine. However, I'm always pretty good with my gap wedge, so just going to try to chip it up, a little up and down, see what I can do. And this one wasn't too bad. Gave myself about a 10-foot putt, trying to salvage a bogey out of this, but again, the golf gods had different plans. Barely missed it. Gonna walk in, tap in, double bogey. And here's a chance to get back on track with a very short 138-yard par 3. Nothing overly crazy on this one. Pretty straightforward. Not much to contend with in the way of hazards. Now there is a bunker down there right in front of the green to the right, but with this pin placement, they shouldn't come into play. And I was able to fly this one over the bunker, but put myself way in the back of the green, about a 15-foot putt coming back downhill, and this thing just wouldn't stop rolling. Kept going about 3 feet past, but still able to hang on to par. The 13th hole is a fairly short 340-yard par 4. It is a dogleg right, but you want to make sure that you keep it in the middle to the left on this one to make your approach shot decent on that second shot. And I did exactly the opposite of that. Now with my right to left hook on this, I have no chance to try to get it, so I'm just going to try to hit it straight somewhere right down the middle on this one. And this one's going to set me up for a nice little approach shot, as you can see coming around to the right hand side there. Just a little chip, put it up on the green. Let's see if I can save something here. And I put this one past the flag, so again, gave myself another 15-foot putt coming back to the flag, and once again, just barely missed it. Gonna walk in, another bogey. And hole 14 is my favorite hole out on this course. It's about 408 yards, but it plays a lot shorter than that. Get a nice wide open fairway here, just hit it right in the middle, set yourself up for a nice second shot to the green. And that's exactly what I did. Put myself right in the middle of the fairway. Now I got a nice approach, not too far out, maybe about 150 yards from here. And the green is fairly good size on here, so as long as you hit any big part of it, at least you got a good opportunity to put it in. And that's exactly what I did. Put myself about 18 to 20 feet from the flag. Not a bad opportunity for birdie here though. And I gave it a good effort. Good speed on it, just missed it a little bit to the left. Walk up, tap in par. Still love this hole. The 174-yard par 3 15th looks fairly simple, but there's a lot to contend with here. You got bunkers down there, you got rolling hills. Just gonna try to get it somewhere in the middle of them and see if we can make it on. And I came up fairly short from the green on this, but again, pretty good with my wedges, so nice chip, try to get up and down. And I didn't do myself any favors. Wasn't a great chip. Put myself right on the outside fringe. Had a pretty tough putt coming downhill. Didn't miss it by much, but it was enough to make sure that I didn't get a par on it. So I'm gonna walk away with the bogey. Hole 16 is a fun hole. Island green, lots of trees to the left. Not a very wide fairway, but still very attainable from the tee box. Playing into that late afternoon sun can be a little tough, but fortunately I landed here almost in the middle of the fairway. Got a good chance to make the green in 2, which is always fun on an island green. And again, that sun makes it tough to see, but I did get a good strike on it. Landed maybe about 10 feet from the hole on this one, so set myself up nice, coming in for a birdie. And you gotta be absolutely kidding me to stop 1 inch from the hole. But still, par isn't too bad. The 17th is a long 463-yard par 5. It actually plays a lot longer than that because you're staring into the sun, lots of hills, lots of bunkers, lots of trees and slants once you get down to that green. Again, just try to put it in the middle, set yourself up nicely. Staring into that beautiful palm desert sun. I actually lost it on this one. It took me a little while to find it. I thought I hit it way further than I did. Unfortunately, I did not, so I still had a long 3rd shot coming up. And as usual, came up a little short again, but not a bad chip shot from my 4th here. I was able to put this one within 6 feet, trying to set myself up for a nice par. And I can't be terribly disappointed with my putting all day. Had some good shots, good speed, good reads. This one just ended up as a bogey. 18 is a beautiful hole to finish on, but it's a tough dogleg left. Lots of rolling hills on this one. You ideally want to end up a little bit left on the fairway on this one at the top of the hill so that you have a good approach coming back down to the green. Now I know I don't have the distance to clear the water in 2 shots, so I'm going to lay up on this one. Keep myself right at the top of the hill because you don't want to be taking a shot off the downhill slope on this. It's fairly steep. So right here I ended up pretty good, giving myself a good look and a good approach shot. I'm going to try to crank it over this lake, and I'm honestly just hoping for the best at this point. And I didn't clear the lake by much, but I did clear it. So I set myself up with a nice little easy chip shot onto the green. And this has to be the most heartbreaking putt all day for me. I had the perfect read on it, and you can even see the premature fist bump going up in the air. Unfortunately, not to be. It's tough to finish the round on a double bogey, but you know what? I'm still golfing. Beautiful Palm Springs. Check out the Valley course and then go hit up their Palm course. 2 courses you don't want to miss when you're out there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my videos. We'll see you next time.